Budweiser, Bud Light, Modelo, Corona, some of the biggest names in beer, all owned by the same company. Anheuser-Busch InBev AB. InBev is the world's largest brewer with 500 brands in over 100 countries. It holds about 40% of global market share and a market cap of $88.6 billion. Our portfolio continues to evolve as consumers' preferences they evolve, and we are leading innovation across most of our markets, but American consumers have changed their drinking habits, and total consumption of beer has dropped 30% over more than 4 decades. As a result, ABI has shifted its strategy towards premiumization and profit prioritization, focusing on expanding into new beverage categories other than simply just beer. Between 2011 and 2021, ABI and Molson Coors, the two leading brewers in the space, experienced a combined 17% drop in U.S. market share. Beer industry resilient, gaining share of throat globally. Our performance is very good. 60% of our markets growing volume, not only revenues, but growing volumes, and beer premiumizing for the first time in 33 years. ABI decided not to renew its Super Bowl ad rights in alcohol for 2023, and some analysts think the decision may be related to the company's biggest brands Budweiser and Bud Light's lagging performance, a telling indication of the company's shifting focus. InBev brought in $54.3 billion in revenue in 2021, but with the onset of a craft beer revolution, overall beer volume share declining, and now inflation a looming threat, the company, born from a series of massive billion-dollar acquisitions, has grown enormously from beer to the largest in beverage, and perhaps at the expense of the beer industry and its original heritage. 1. Becoming Anheuser-Busch. Before it became the behemoth it is today, InBev began as Leffe, a beer brand based in Belgium in 1860. Eberhard Anheuser and Adolphus Busch, both pioneers in the beer world, partnered to form the Anheuser-Busch Brewing Association, so even in the 1890s already the company known as Anheuser-Busch was already a very hardball dominant player in what was called the shipping business, trying to ship beer beyond your own local market. It was located in St. Louis, but he had aspirations to ship beer to everywhere in the world. The company's aggregated acronym AB InBev is itself a mashup of several individual company names, the results of a flurry of acquisitions and mergers. In a 160-year span, AB is Anheuser-Busch. InBev stands for Interbrew and Ambev, the latter two merged in 2004, before acquiring Anheuser-Busch in 2008. It grew even larger with its 2016 acquisition of SABMiller. To date, the company is home to the largest and most recognizable brands in the world. In the U.S. market, which represents 1/8 of the company's business, Budweiser is known as the king of beers, with Bud Light being an equally recognizable successor. So Bud and Bud Light both have storied roles in the history of American brewing, and they are both still the king killers in the market. InBev built that reputation on the back of its long-standing presence as an American beer that survived even through the Prohibition and grew its marketing to symbolize American life and culture. The brand even temporarily changed its name in 2016 to America. Budweiser's marketing has been historically aggressive, and AB InBev has poured millions into ad campaigns largely heralded by its dominance of the Super Bowl.